Have you ever asked yourself, when will I get better? I'm doing the things, I'm practicing, and it still sounds like crap. Like, when does it sound right? Looking back on my journey, it almost seems like it just clicked, like it kind of clicked, but that's not accurate. You build and you build and you build. It's foundational. You start with a few things, you get better, and then you kind of, all together, you're getting better. And then one day, you're more comfortable. What you play actually sounds good, and it's not a slog trying to do it, right? My name is Brandon, and this is MyPOVGuitar. I am your guide to help you, the everyday person, learn to play guitar without a bunch of mumbo-jumbo musical theory stuff that just confuses you and makes you think you're doing math. Practical tips, and I show you from your point of view, from the player's point of view. This takes so much of the mystery out of learning to play the guitar. In this lesson, I'm going to show you the steps of progressing that actually happen. Some you may notice as you get better, and then some you may not. And it's these 4 steps that once you kind of get a handle on those, that's when the aha moment happens. That's where it kind of clicks. Your fingers will toughen up and you'll start to be able to make the chords. And with your right hand, you're hitting the right strings and omitting any ones that you shouldn't hit on certain chords. It'll be slow. But that's pretty notable progress that you've probably experienced. Then you'll get better at moving from one chord to the other, just with single strums. So you're just combining what you learned. In the first step, you're hitting the right strings for each chord. And I teach some pivot fingerings that you can do so you don't have to make the full chords in order to change chords relatively easy in the beginning. And then later you can learn how to make the full chords. If you're using a strumming pattern to try to build rhythm in your right hand, the first thing that happens is you kind of sound robotic. If it's like down, up, down, up, down, up. It sounds clunky. It sounds like it's written on a page. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the heart. Your pick will be too deep in the strings and you'll probably have too much power behind your strum. The more you do that, you'll start to learn to back off the strings a little bit, and you'll have some finesse in that. And those rhythms, they won't be so awkward, and you can kind of put your own spin on it. Then you'll be able to take those strumming patterns and the known chords, and you'll be able to change a lot faster. That's probably a pretty notable difference you'll be able to notice as you're doing it. You might have these 4 things that you're doing sort of well. You're getting through, you're changing chords, you've got a strumming pattern, but it still sounds clunky. Here's some tips to help you gauge your progress and to know what to work on. And I think this is where the aha moment happens. You've got these 4 things that you're doing, but it still sounds clunky. And then one day it just seems like now it sounds good. Well, let's speed that up. And here are a couple of tips to do that. Take a simple strumming pattern that you're using and just a couple of chords. You can do 3 if you want, but do a couple of chords and kind of come up with your own song. Try to play in time. Or take a bit of a song that you've learned. It could be a lick, a riff, or a chord progression. It doesn't have to be your song. Either way, whether it's yours or someone else's, and record it, you playing, just using your phone. Use your voice memo app and just record. Do this throughout the stages of you learning. And then play it back and listen to it and see if it sounds good. It's hard to judge how you actually sound in the moment when you're playing because you're so busy trying to just hold it together, right? Play it back and then notice, okay, that sounds a little clunky. My strumming, it's something just doesn't sound right. Just keep working at it. Keep doing it and then record it again and compare the two. If you keep doing this, you'll be able to note your progress as you go along, and then you'll kind of be there for that moment where it just kind of clicks, where all of a sudden it's pretty smooth. I'd like to invite you to go to MyPOVGuitar.com and check out my beginner learning course. I fast track you in very simple terms, just like this video. Until then, we'll see you in the next episode.